Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. I'm having a fabulous one, at least makeup wise. My hair decides it wants to be frizz city, doesn't want to really curl, doesn't want to be straight. I don't want to deal with it. After about 10 minutes of messing with it, just to get it depuffed, I'm done. I get sick of dealing with my hair sometimes. Okay, today I'm going to do a review of Broadway Colors Buttery Matte Lip Creams. Now I must admit, when I picked these up, all the signing around it made me think they were liquid lipsticks. Now I didn't bother to read the packaging, so that ain't nobody's fault but my own, right? But they're not bad for what they are, and with you know, shiny looks and liquid lipsticks coming, regular lipsticks becoming more popular again, I thought it'd be good to do a review on these. All right, the first one I'm gonna swatch, and I'm gonna go through and swatch them all, and then we'll get a little bit more detailed. I might do as I go along. You never know with me, right? The first one is probably my favorite color of all of them, just because it's a nude. It's the number 1 Hope, and it is a neutral nude with a pink undertone. Not bad. It's a touch of a pink and almost a peach undertone, to be honest. I've worn that one several times. This next one looks to be like a soft pink version, and it says number 2 Smile Again. Should have just shown you the bottom of this one, number 1 Hope. Okay, this one you think would be soft pink, right? Look at that one. That should give you a hint. That ain't no soft pink. That is bright. And when I say bright, I mean bright. It's almost glow-in-the-dark pink. Yeah, it's bright. Number 3 is Happy, which is a red. It is a orange red, I think, by looking at the packaging. Well, the packaging looks more berry red, but this looks more orange red to me. It's a pretty color again. And that one was number 3, Happy. Number 4 is actually my second favorite. It's called Hello Sunshine. Reminds me of the movie Notting Hills, that beginning song. This is such a pretty berry color. And this packaging actually kind of matches what they ended up looking at, because some of them don't. That one does. I do like that one's my second favorite, and like I said, it's number 4, Hello Sunshine. The next is Spring Blooming, number 5. It is a warm pink, almost salmon color on the packaging, and very similar in tone in the swatch. Sorry, I'm still dealing a little bit with allergies down here. It's turning into fall everywhere else, so I decided to do fall eye colors, and yeah, it's 86 degrees and sunny here. We don't get a lot of fall. Next one's number 6, Dreaming. It looks like a deep cherry on the packaging. You know what, I'm going to swatch it up here to make it a little easier to see. But it's more of a berry, a deep berry, than it is a cherry. Next one's Summertime, number 7. It looks like a brown. Notice I said looks like. When you pull the wand out, you notice something's not right with that brown, because it's actually more of a cool tone plum. It's not brown. Because I was actually kind of thinking I'd try that out for a brown, because I really don't have too many browns in my collection. I usually use a pencil and gloss to get a brown. It's a pretty cool tone purple, but it is a cool tone purple. It's not brown. The next one is First Date, number 8. It looks like a true purple. It's more like a true warm plum color. Now this is a cool plum, and this is a warm plum, but it's definitely brighter. And the last one in the collection is number 9, called Forever, and I actually thought that was a black. I'll be honest, I did. I was like, okay. But really, it's a deep plum too. This is a cool tone, this is a warm tone, this is like a raspberry plum. So you get a lot of purples, some pinks and reds. This is the total collection, just so you kind of see what it all looks like. And like I said, the packaging doesn't necessarily show what's in it. I was a little surprised by some of these when I pulled it out, especially that brown. The black I could see being a dark plum because there's so color in the packaging, but that brown is summertime is not a brown. It is very plummy. But overall, all the colors are pretty. I like the selection. I wish the packaging was more true to what's inside it, but you know, live and learn, right? This is the first time this company's launched, so they're just getting their feet wet, I think. They've had these out for a while, but I mean, it's the first time that company has ever been out. It's a new brand to the United States within the last 6 to 8 months. Sold at Dollar General. So if you have a Dollar General, this is where I found it at this current time to be sold. But yeah, if you do a thin layer, you're gonna get a wash of color. And it will actually, if you keep it really thin, it dries down and you don't have any real movement. For a lip tint at that point, I like it. Now, if you start layering it up with the moussey formula, it does not dry all the way down. It will stay wet. If you get it too thick, it moves itself around. So, you know, the more color, thicker you put it on to get more opaque color, the more it moves around. So that's what you're going to have to think about if you're willing to sit there and constantly touch it up. But that's like some lipsticks are that way too. Some move around a lot, some don't. I prefer things not to move around. I prefer things to stay where I put it. Hence why I like liquid lipsticks. But I also wear glosses. The glosses I prefer are sheerer, lighter, close to my skin. So if it does move, it's not noticeable. And it doesn't bug the heck out of me. This has bugged the heck out of me. This one's been not too bad because it's so close to my natural color. I can wear it and not have any problem. Where the patchiness is there, it's not an issue. These three I've worn real sheer, like a wash, and they looked great. But I literally had to take a pencil brush, come in and hit the edges because the tips being how they are, this tip is not very good for accuracy. And once you get product off it, all it wants to do is pick up. So then you're picking up what you've already laid down. So that's when I had to use a pencil brush to really finesse these. And if you're willing to do the work, they're not a bad lip wash. Or if you like don't mind the patchiness. But personally, I think these are dud. I want to be honest. Except for the one color, which is because it's so close to my natural lips, I can get away with it, the number 1. If you're deeper toned, you might be able to get away with number 4 better. Because deeper toned tend to have more of a deep pink berry color to them. Not all, but most. I think those 2 would be great, but the rest of the collection is not working for me. It's a lot of work for not a lot of payout. I mean, really, the wash is the only way I could wear it, except for the one. All the rest, when I layered it up, once it started patching and moving, frustrated the heck out of me. So these guys are a dud and a no for me. I am not going to recommend any of them, except for if you want to do the work. Personally, I think most of us don't, so it would be a no. From an A to an F, these get a D. And the only reason why they get the D is because of this color working so well. And like I said, this is the only one I can get to work well. And some of that may be due to the pigmentation in it, and some of it may be due because it's so close to my natural skin color. I do find pigment changes the formula. Now, I will say in moisture levels, this stuff is very moisturizing. I mean, extremely moisturizing. On my level of 1 to 10, 10 being really moisturizing, 1 being my lips feel like they're going to fall off because they're so dry. These are coming in at a solid 9 or even a 10. But they have 3 butters in them. Mango butter, shea butter, and cocoa butter. That's why it's so whippy and light and smoothing. And if you have really cracked, dry lips and you want a hint of color, you might like these. But again, patchiness and moving, so something you have to keep in mind. For me, it's a no. They're not going to stay in my collection. They're probably going to get decluttered out and given to somebody's kids to play with, or you know what, I don't have my nieces and nephews here, so that's not going to work. These will probably end up in the garbage. But for $2 a piece, it was a fun try. I don't know if they're still $2 a piece or if they've gone up in price, but I figured I'd do a review and let you all know my opinion on these. Y'all take care, and remember, you do you. Bye!